second half coverage of today's match between Heanor Town and Coventry United. The half-time score at the Town Ground, Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 1. Josh O'Grady scoring from the outside of the area around half an hour in. Of course, a massive welcome to both fans of Heanor Town and Coventry United who are either listening online or just listening to me waffle on in the arena. And I've been getting some funny looks all day, actually. Let's take you through the half-time scores from around the ground. Starting off with League One, there's one final score to bring you. Swindon Town 3, Charlton Athletic 0. On to the latest scores now. Bradford City 2, Rochdale 0, Bury 1, Southend 2, Coventry City 0, Scunthorpe United 0. It's still a score draw at the Rico. Gillingham 0, Northampton 1, Millwall 1, Bristol Rovers 0, MK Dons 0, Walsall 1, Oldham 0, AFC Wimbledon 0, Port Vale 0, Fleetwood Town 0, and Shrewsbury 1, Oxford 0. In League 2, the big news is the last unbeaten record in the top 4 divisions of English football is no more. Newport County 2, Carlisle United 0. Carlisle have been defeated for the first time in the league this season. Blackpool are beating Notts County by 1-0. Colchester are losing 1-0 at home to Leyton Orient. Crawley 1, Cambridge United 2, Crewe 1, Plymouth 1, Exeter 0, Doncaster 0. Grimsby 2, Barnet 0, Hartlepool 1, Cheltenham 0, Luton 0, Accrington 0, Portsmouth 1, Mansfield 0, Stevenage 0, Yeovil 0, and Wickham 0, Morecambe 0. You can see the players and coaches of Coventry United coming back onto the turf here at the Town Ground. I'll take you through a recap of the starting lineups. Beginning with Coventry United. Number 1, Joe Connor. 2, Ben Valance. 3, Lewis Hudson. 4, Gilbert Cookby Zion. Number 5, Chris Cox. 6, Rob Prinzel. Number 7, Kevin Thornton. 8, Tommy Glasgow. 9, Simeon Townsend. 10, Dylan Otchody. And 11, Josh O'Grady. And on the bench we have number 12, Fortune Mafosa. 14, Ben Mackey. And 15, Brian and Love. And for Heanor, we have number 1, Joe McCormack, 2, Greg Marriott, 3, Gary Conway, 4, Alex Brown, 5, Sean Ralstone, number 6, Adrian Whitmore, number 7, Nick Hall, 8, Joe Naylor, 9, Jay Cooper, 10, Kieran De Brewer, and 11, Elliot Reeves. And on the bench, we have number 12, Matthew Bryan, 14, Dominic Wilson, 15, Jack Warner, and 16, Liam Power. And as always, today's show is sponsored by Graham, the Plumbers Merchant, operating across the Midlands, supplying all of your bathroom heating and plumbing needs. Check out grahamplumbersmerchant.co.uk for store locations and the latest. Right, we are set to go for the second half here at the Town Ground. Coventry United lead Heanor Town by 1-0 in the Midland League Premier Division. Heanor certainly came into their own towards the end of the first half, but are yet to register a goal in Derbyshire. Heanor in their white and black home kit. Coventry United in the civic colours of the great city of Coventry, red and green with the white stripes on the sleeves. So as always, we will keep you up to date with the latest goings on from Coventry City's match. Now drawing 0-0 at home to Scunthorpe United in League One. Of course, Coventry United are in action once again on Tuesday with a home tie against Tivedale. As we get set for kick-off, Jay Cooper to kick things off in the centre circle. Here we go. The second half is underway at the Town Ground. Marriott hoofs it forward into the penalty area, and it should be an easy gather for Joe Connor, and indeed it is. Connor hasn't had too many saves to make. It's mainly just been taking goal kicks and picking up loose balls, and there have been a lot of them. Marriott picks it up on the right-hand side, once again picks up the loose ball, cuts it in. Lob forward. They take it out of play by Chris Cox. Throwing taken. Here's De Brewer. Marriott whips it in. Blocked well by Lewis Hudson. Marriott will bring it back though. Tries to chip it into the penalty area. Thornton with the interception. Here's Simeon Townsend. Keeps it away from Whitmore. O'Grady loses out to Marriott. And it's put forward once again. Here's De Brewer. Marriott free on the right-hand side. Good pressure from Gilbert. Forced back. Here's Alex Brown. He takes out Townsend, but he manages to keep the ball with a pass from Hall. Not the best. It's fired away by Josh O'Grady. Long ball down the left-hand side looking for Dylan Otshitty. Can he get around Ralston? No, he can't. And McCormick will fire it away. Good control. Sadly not. We are live on YouTube. Live YouTube coverage here from the town ground of Coventry United's trip to Heanor Town. Cox tries the clearance, but doesn't make contact with the ball. Opportunity now for Cooper to get one into the penalty area. Cooper makes the cross, and it's controlled well by Prince at the near post, and Gilt will eventually get that one away. Poor ball, only finds the sliding Joe Naylor, but United regained possession. Here's Ben Valance making his return from a broken leg today. He's been playing with the under-21s for the last month or so. Ralston. Naylor. It's put forward now down the left-hand side, and Connor able to gather it, but before a steaming freight train in the form of Kieran De Brewer is able to have a go at Connor's goal. Goal kick towards the head of Simeon Townsend. That'll only fall into the hands of McCormack. Rolls it to Whitmore. Use it! Down line. And it's put out of play. And United got the throw in. Cooper not sure why it was given in Hudson's favour. Ball by Cox only as far as Reeves. United pick it up once again in the back four. Valance fires it forward. Poor pass, drifts wide on the right-hand side, out for a throw-in to Heanor.
Is this ITV Central then? What is it for then? Adult channel. Kids telling.
McCormack. Marriott with space on the right-hand side. O'Grady puts him under pressure. It will be returned to McCormack in his rather fetching purple goalkeeping jersey. Conway fires it down the left-hand side, only onto the head of Ben Valance. His header only finds Hall. Referee gets in the way there, allows United to pick up the ball once again. Here's Josh O'Grady, the goal scorer, lays it off for Lewis Hudson. He's got Otshitty forward. Hudson goes on his own, will try and find Dylan Otshitty on the left-hand side, but Otshitty's control lets him down. It goes out for a throw-in to Heanor Town. Nasty challenge there from Simeon Townsend. There will be a free kick in the favour of Heanor Town inside their own half. It was Joe Naylor who went down. Here's Gary Conway now with space on the left-hand side. He's got options forward, including Reeves. Instead finds the top scorer, De Brewer. Back to Conway, chipped inside to Alex Brown. Good pressure from Gilbert to try and wrestle the ball away, and Townsend finishes the job. Here's Kevin Thornton, formerly of Coventry City and Brighton. Down the right-hand side to Josh O'Grady, last season's top scorer for the Red and Greens. Lofted ball, tries to get it over the defence. Will Glasgow get there before Whitmore? No, he won't, and the big number 6 has to slide it out of play. And it will be a ball to Coventry United. I believe it will be a corner kick on the right-hand side. Well, Messrs Thornton and O'Grady, the set-piece specialist for Coventry United. Go over to that right-hand corner. They have been utilising the short corner routine in the last few games with varying degrees of success. Here's another short corner. Thornton looking to whip this one in, lays it off for Gilbert. Will he try a long-range effort? Here's with for O'Grady. Didn't quite work out the same for Gilbert. It's over the crossbar.
I know you are now. I recognise you, John Watson, aren't you?
McCormack fires it forward. Good control there by Naylor. Able to bring it away from Gilbert and Thornton.
Come on, Heanor!
Marriott. Put forward by the number 8 Joe Naylor, only as far as the feet of Rob Prinzel. Otshitty slips, he tries to put the ball to the right-hand side, and it will be a throw-in to Heanor. So 5 minutes gone in the second half. Still Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 1. It seems at the moment the Red and Greens are on top. Half-time certainly came at the wrong time for Heanor. Whitmore. Craig Marriott with space on the right-hand side. He's got options to his left, but he's going to go on his own here. Puts it forward. Here's De Brewer. Lovely ball down the right-hand side. Opportunity for Marriott. Get it in, puts it in. And it's struck towards goal. Oh, it's 2-1 by Joe Connor. Brilliant save from the United #1. Nick Hall, the Heanor captain, coming so close to putting his side level. But an incredible save down to his left-hand side by the veteran shot stopper. And there will be a corner kick on the right-hand side. Can Heanor get themselves level? They came desperately close last time. It's put in and it's cleared away comfortably by Chris Cox. Played back into the defence. Here's Marriott, all on his own. De Brewer. Shifts it into the centre now with the centre-back, Rollstone. Back into the defence with Marriott. Heanor seemingly with nowhere to go here. It's put towards Whitmore in the penalty area and it's cleared. On the left-hand side, Cooper looks to put this one in. Prinzel makes the block. And now here comes Ben Valance streaking away down the right-hand side. He's got options on the left-hand side with Otshuti down the right side. And he's found in Otshuti. He's got Townsend and O'Grady with him. Tries to put it in for Townsend. Blocked well by Rulstone. Hall came so close just a minute ago. Nearly making it 1-1. Marriott looks to find De Brewer. Good pressure from Hudson behind. And Brown chips it out. In fact, it will just stay in for Chris Cox, the skipper for Coventry United. Thornton plays it forward. Tommy Glasgow. Valance. Just playing it around at the back. Prinzel. Low, long pass towards Otshuti. He receives it back from the number 10. Prinzel once again fires it forward. No one waiting. And McCormack will say, thank you very much. That's my ball. Marriott's free on the right-hand side. Here is the right back. He's seen quite a lot of the ball today. Here's Adrian Whitmore. Intercepted in the centre there by Gilbert. Thornton to O'Grady. O'Grady puts it through. Here's Simeon Townsend. And the pressure from Brown on the left-hand side. Can he get in the crosses? He's waiting for support. And he finds it with Kevin Thornton. On the edge of the box is Glasgow. Lays it off for Gilbert. Valance. Back to Gilbert once again. Thornton. Will he strike one from here? Thornton plays in the penalty area. Lets it run. Otshuti. Now Glasgow. Good challenge in the area. It's still alive. Townsend will eventually be cleared by Rollstone. Hall finishes the job, but it once again falls to Kevin Thornton, who's taken out, and that will be a free kick to Coventry United.
Listen, don't get too excited, kid.
Thornton's still on the ground. It will be a free kick to United. He was tripped by a trailing leg as he tried to retrieve the ball. A little bit too far away for a strike at goal, but tried telling Josh O'Grady that. And Joe Naylor is being called over.
He's asking for his telephone number, mate.
Get away for you, twat!
Is there going to be a booking? Didn't seem to be a yellow card offence from where I'm standing, but...
He's standing there, there's this in his hand.
And indeed, it will not be a yellow card. Naylor walks away. And Kevin Thornton will be taking this one. He's got Otshuti and Townsend waiting for a potential chip pass. O'Grady's standing over it as well. It looks too far out for a strike at goal, I have to say, but once again, try telling O'Grady and Thornton that. The wall is the permitted 10 yards away from the ball. It's going to be Thornton to lay it off, it seems, to O'Grady. In fact, he'll lay it off to Gilbert, to his left. Gilbert finds Valance on the right-hand side. Lovely routine, but Valance's control lets him down and puts United under pressure. He has to get the ball in. Valance. That's good work there by Conway to steal the ball. But Valance will pick it up once again. Further down line, Gilbert puts it forward. Glasgow dodges one challenge. Can he dodge another one? Yes, he can, but it's a free kick Coventry United. Glasgow wanted to play on. O'Grady was slightly annoyed that the referee blew the whistle. United had an attack going there. Let's get a score update from the Ricoh Arena, where Coventry City are playing table-topping Scunthorpe United in League One, and it is still 0-0 between the Sky Blues and the Iron. Josh O'Grady is going to have a crack here. That lethal left boot has scored from this position countless times. O'Grady's standing over it, Thornton's with him. O'Grady walks it forward. The right hand side now with Thornton, keeps it in. Valance tries to swing it into the penalty area. It's playing towards Townsend, head away by Ralstone. It's available once again on the right hand side. It will be a United throw on the right. O'Grady. It's a long one to Gilbert. Gilbert's control lets him down, however. And here comes Heanor striding away. Cooper. Options left and right and finds the Brewer with space. Cuts into the penalty area. Will he try and cut one? Finds Cooper again. Say well with the leg of Connor, and Reeves couldn't get to the rebound. Heanor getting closer and closer to finding that equaliser, and eventually the return ball from Reeves only falls into the hands of Connor. But the home side are getting closer and closer. Here come United once again down the right hand side. Josh O'Grady surrounded by white shirts, still going. Forward ball towards Tandem, but it's tripped on the way through. United free kick. Heanor, just lots of concentration here. We've seen it a couple of times. Can the red and greens go after a second goal, which will give them a lot more breathing. I wouldn't say it would settle the game, because right now Heanor are looking very feisty. The second goal will certainly go a long way to giving United a little bit of breathing room. And the referee is having a strong word with Elliot Reeves.
Book him! Let's get on with the game!
And the Heanor man walks away with no card brandished. So no yellow card for the Heanor man. Thornton plays a 1-2 with Josh O'Grady. It's back to the winger. Into the centre now with Gilbert. He's got Hall pressing in for time. O'Grady wants to get on the right hand side. United comfortable in possession at the moment. Lovely ball to Thornton on the right. Now just passing it around on that right hand side and doing it beautifully. Here's O'Grady now. Valance is with him. Pass is blocked and will go out for a United throw. 15 minutes into the second half, just half an hour of play remaining. Thornton forced back, free kick, and the referee races over. Thornton taken out from behind by Nick Hall, the Heanor captain. And the referee wants a word with Hall. He's checking on Kevin Thornton first.
He fell over, man.
There's certainly contact between Thornton and Hall.
Come on! The green beans running by. The runner bee.
And the referee is going to his pocket. And it will indeed be a yellow card for the captain, Nick Hall. Thornton taken out by Nick Hall, and a yellow card for the skipper. Well, certainly contact Hall didn't get the ball, so the referee's obviously made his mind up. And free kick taken by Chris Cox, chipped onto the right hand side. Headed forward by Brown. It's intercepted by Thornton. Valance plays it back into defence with Rob Prinzel. Gilbert's there with him. He's got plenty of time, plenty of space. He strides forward. That time and space soon evaporated. They found Lewis Hudson. Tries to find Townsend on the edge of the area. Poor ball. And Ralston clears. Prinzel nods it forward once again. Glasgow can't get there. Brown. Hall, lovely ball through the heart of the defence. It's a brilliant chance now for Reeves. Strikes it well. Strikes it a little too powerful though. Heanor getting closer and closer.
Come on! Let go!
The Highlanders certainly get themselves back into their game. They're still 1 goal down. But you've got to ask yourself the question, how long will that last if they persist with efforts like that? Well, the header out of play by Cooper. He's a Coventry United throw-in. Ralston hits it up rather than out, and it will be, well, it has gone out, it will be a throw in to Coventry United. Further up the field. Well, with 10 minutes to go, we will, as always, be naming our Coventry United Matchday Man of the Match. So let us know on Twitter who you think should receive this coveted award. That Twitter handle that you need is @CovMatchday. Let us know on Twitter who you think should be our Man of the Match. And there will be a change as Elliot Reeves comes off. I have to say, that is a surprise. That is a big surprise. As Reeves has been one of the more clinical players. And Elliot Reeves is going to come off, and on his place comes Matthew Bryan. Well, I have to say that is a surprising call from the manager, but it just proves why I'm a commentator, not a manager. Could be seen as a genius decision later on. We'll have to wait and see. Paul tries to battle his way out of a United C at the moment. It's going out of play for a Heanor throw. Up line, towards Bryan, cleared by Prinzel. Ralston heads up rather than out. Whitmore, only as far as Lewis Hudson on the left-hand side. Pressure from behind by Cooper. Hudson still going a crunching challenge from behind by De Brewer. He got the ball cleanly. It will be a United throw in front of the Heanor dugout. Hudson up line towards Townsend. Nods it on only as far as Whitmore. Prinzel heads it up. It's offside, called against Simeon Townsend. That will indeed be a Heanor free kick. 25 minutes of action remaining at the Town Ground. The score remains Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 1. Josh O'Grady's 30th minute strike the difference between the two sides at the moment, but Heanor are certainly getting themselves back into this game as Thornton is forced to, he tried to shepherd it out of play, but it's kept in by Marriott, but it will be eventually cleared by Rob Prinzel. And Prinzel tries to find Townsend on the left-hand side. Ball's a little bit too powerful, and Townsend won't keep that one in. The Thornton caught out by Marriott, really right back just unable to find a teammate. Marriott will be taking this throw-in on the halfway line, upfield. De Brewer heads it up. Matthew Bryan only as far as Cox. Lofted ball, no one there as far as United are concerned. Otchudi tries to put Conway under pressure as he tries to collect the ball. It's put out of play off Otchudi for a Heanor throw. Conway gets set to take this throw up line. Nodded on by Hall. He was looking for De Brewer. To no avail. Otchudi's offside. He picks up the ball on the right hand side. Decent attacking opportunity, but sadly he's strayed beyond the last man. United have only got the 3 subs on the bench. Those being Ben Mackey and Brian and Love, along with Fortune Mafosa. Here's Brown, lays it off to Marriott on the right-hand side, deep into United's territory. Cross is put in towards the far post, it curls away and out for a United throw. You've got to give it to Marriott, who's been involved in the majority of moves so far for Heanor Town. An early contender for our Man of the Match award. Outlined by Valance. It's head out once again, this time by Conway. United have a throw in further up line. We can see Brian and Love preparing in front of us, warming up ahead of a possible substitute appearance. Matthew Bryan, high boot against Gilbert. Well, the boot was above waist height, so it has to be classed as a high boot. Free kick finds O'Grady, he puts it through, looking for Simeon Townsend, force to the left-hand side. Good challenge by Whitmore. Dispossessing the United man. Thornton puts it out of play for a throw-in. As De Boer scrambles to try and get that ball and start the game quickly. Marriott takes it, looking for Matthew Bryan. Bryan dispossessed well by Kevin Thornton. But where's the Irishman going to go now? Forced into the corner. Plays it down line to Lewis Hudson. Now Josh O'Grady. Gilbert strides away. Glasgow free on the right hand side. Otshuti making the run, dodges the challenge well. Otshuti. Valence sprinting down the right hand side. Cooper tries to put him off his stride, does well, and Valence forces the number 9 to the ground. Well, Cooper stays on the ground momentarily, but he's back up. It remains 1-0 Coventry United. Josh O'Grady the goal scorer, 15 minutes before half time. Joe McCormack clears towards Bryan. Cox gets his head to it first. Conway has to try and avoid the challenge by Otshuti. Brown keeps the ball away from Glasgow. Let's play back into the goalkeeper's box. And McCormack's got plenty of time now. What's he going to do with this one? Strides forward outside his area. Hoofs it down the right-hand side. Looking for De Boer. De Boer pushes Hudson to the floor. Free kick Coventry United that brings a Heanor attack to an end. Chris Cox has the ball on the ground, ready to take this throw. It's a free kick. You can hear the Coventry United faithful. One of the best away support in the league, what we've got to say. Some very loud and proud Heanor fans here today, without a doubt the best home fans I've seen all season. Whitmore. Ball up line, nodded on by De Boer. Bryan races to that one, and Chris Cox chips it out of play. New ball required. Friend's going to be taken by Marriott. De Boer back to Marriott. Nice little 1-2 there. It's back to De Boer. Can he whip this one in? It's towards the far post. Head towards goal by Bryan. Drifts wide. The substitute coming close with the glancing header. Joe Connor rooted to his spot there. And luckily for veteran shot stopper, the ball drifted harmlessly wide at the far post.
Keep going in a time. Come on, boys. Keep pressing, boys. Come on.
20 minutes to go. United retain their slender 1-goal cushion. Connor clears. Kevin Thornton picks it up. Hudson, back to Thornton. O'Grady. O'Grady forced down by Marriott, free kick. And De Boer trips over O'Grady as he's on the floor.
Come on, get up, lads. There's nothing wrong with it, look.
It will be a free hit to Coventry United just inside their own half on the left-hand side. As Chris Cox gets ready to take it. Cox forward down the left-hand side, looking for Simeon Townsend. Marriott, a little bit of shirt pulling there on the number 9, nothing doing. And there is going to be a change for Coventry United. Heanor try and take the goal kick quickly, but play will be halted, and it's going to be Dylan Otshuti coming off, the number 10 on the substitutes board. And coming on is Brian Unlaw, the man who was so clinical at the start of the season. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. The brother of former Coventry City striker Peter Unlaw. gets set to make an appearance from the bench. And Dylan Otshudi is the man making way. So a like-for-like change in the front three for the Red and Greens. And we get set to get things underway once again with the goal kick by Joe McCormack. Towards the right-hand side, pushing the back by Kevin Thornton, no doubt about that one. Free kick for a push by Joe Naylor, you can't argue with that one. Thornton a little bit too forceful there in trying to win the ball back. Free kick taken. Long range strike by Conway, not quite the same ferocity as O'Grady's strike, and it's easily blocked. Here's Whitmore, Marriott, back to Whitmore. The number 6 looking for somewhere to go here. He takes it on his own and lays it off now to Greg Conway. Ball into the penalty, looking for De Brewer! Has just drifted wide. Well, the man with 16 goals in 15 appearances hasn't hit the back of the net yet, but has come very close on a couple of occasions. And the number 10 very nearly made it 1-1. Well, we said earlier that Heanor Town has some of the loudest home fans we've seen all season. They're backing their boys all the way, and so are the Coventry United faithful who have travelled the 90-minute journey over to Derbyshire. And here comes Marriott now, free on the right-hand side. Can he keep it in the right-hand corner? Yes, he can. Cross is put in, and it's put out for a corner by Chris Cox. Heanor building up some momentum now. This is dangerous times for Coventry United. And it's going to be De Brewer to take it on the right-hand side. 4 options, 5 options now in the penalty area. De Brewer puts it in, headed away by Prinzel. Can O'Grady bring it away? No, he can't. Brown heads onto the right-hand side. Will De Brewer get there again? Yes, he will. De Brewer brings it around Prinzel, puts it into the penalty area. It's Hall. And they just about got that one away. Kevin Thornton striding away from the skipper. The 2 number 7s battling for the ball. And Love can't take the ball with him though as he runs through. Cooper now on the left-hand side, puts it into the penalty area. It's flicked on by Rollstone. It's the striker goal, well saved by Connor, and it's still with Brian. And now one opportunity for the number 8, and well saved on the line by Joe Connor, as Joe Naylor very nearly made it 1-1 with a strike on the edge of the box. Free kick given now against Coventry, against Heanor, as Joe Connor has taken a whack while gathering the ball. He's holding his head. But boy, oh boy, Heanor came close with that one. You're not going to get much closer without scoring.
Come on, boys.
Well, now the physio has been brought over. And this is not good news for Coventry United because they have no substitute goalkeeper on the bench. They have 2 substitutions left, but they're both outfield players. So O'Connor's not looking in too good a shape right now. Rich Morrison available, David Allen not in the squad either.
He'll be alright in a minute, son. He'll be alright. Get that magic sponge out, be alright.
Let's just hope the old magic sponge and magic spray works this time. Nice delay does work in the favour of Coventry United because until Connor went down, Heanor had built up a wave of momentum. It seems to have stopped in its tracks right now. Connor is back on his feet.
Come on, lad, get up.
Looking a little bit dazed. Well, we've got just 15 minutes of normal time remaining here at the town ground. In 5 minutes' time, we will name our Coventry United Matchday Man of the Match, as Connor is still holding his head.
Cabbage.
Good sponge, that lad. Hold on.
And Connor gets set to strike this one away from his penalty area.
Come on, Ethan! Come on, Heanor!
Well, it was a free kick given, but he's taking it from a goalkeeper position. Fired away down the left-hand side, and Marriott will let that one go for a throw into Heanor inside their own half. Well, next time the ball goes out of play, we'll try and get a score update from the Ricoh Arena as Coventry City are, I believe, still drawing 0-0 against Scunthorpe, the League One leaders. What a win it would be for the Sky Blues at the Ricoh against Scunthorpe. Prinzel fires it away from the United back line. That will be a throw-in to Heanor. Taken quickly. And indeed, yes, there has been a goal. There has been a goal at the Ricoh Arena, and it's bad news for Sky Blues fans. Coventry City behind at home to Scunthorpe.
Are you surprised? Are you really surprised that Coventry is losing? Oh, come on, we'll get him sorted eventually.
And it was Paddy Madden, the former Yeovil striker. Paddy Madden scoring for Scunthorpe. Free kick put in. Brian gets his head to it.
What position is Paddy Madden?
Still an opportunity with Heanor Town. Play back into the fence. Brian and Love is going to try and put the Heanor man under pressure. Ball towards penalty area. Gilbert will clear it. Cooper on the left hand side. Can he whip this one in? Valence trying to block his escape. And a good challenge from Ben Valence. And it will be a corner ball. So once again, if you did miss it, Coventry City losing at home. And it's put in, and it's cleared by Rob Prinzel. And it's gone out for a throw-in this time to Heanor on the opposite side.
Ryan, your hand signal didn't work then, did it, son?
Throw-in taken. Cooper puts it back in. Oh, it's nearly creaked into the near post. Cook to clear it. Townsend can't head up the other end of the pitch with the ball, however, and it's put back into danger. Hall tries to get onto it, and Chris Cox as well to nick it away. Heanor Town looking the dominant force in this game at the moment. What can the Red and Green Army do with just 10 minutes of play remaining? We'll be naming our Coventry United matchday man of the match very shortly. Hall dodges and weaves his way through, and the cross goes wide with Matthew Bryan waiting at the far post. It's gone out for a goal kick. Both sides with 2 changes remaining.
Keep going, Heanor!
Well, the pendulum has very much swung in the way of Heanor Town. Can United stave off the relentless pressure from the home side and maintain this 1-goal lead, maybe even go for a second on the break? Connor clears. His head forward once again. De Vreux tries to get onto it. Hudson does well. Thornton tries to keep it away from Naylor, and Connor fires it away once again. And Love waiting for it at the opposite end of the pitch. Ralstone, now Whitmore at the back for Heanor.
It's Heanor.
Heanor.
It's Heanor.
It's Heanor. Heanor Town. Cox fires it away. Marriott take the throw in. Plays a 1-2 with Hall. It's put into the penalty area. Should be an easy gather. Oh, it's not! It's headed in! It's headed into the net! It's Joe Naylor! Joe Naylor heads home! And it's 1-1 at the town ground. Joe Connor came for it. He didn't gather it. And it's headed in off the crossbar by Joe Naylor. It's Heanor Town 1, Coventry United 1. Bitter disappointment for the Red and Green Army. With just 9 minutes to go, Heanor Town equalise through number 8, Joe Naylor. What a game it's been in Derbyshire. And Heanor have finally got their reward after relentless pressure. Naylor with the goal.
And we like Christmas pudding. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Heanor boys are coming.
We've got 2 songs.
Prinzel fires it forward from the back. Well, you've got to think now. Will Heanor be able to grab the 3 points?
Everywhere we go.
Well, the Heanor fans getting behind their boys all the way. We've got to give it to the home fans.
Everywhere we go. We're Heanor boys.
Thornton. Townsend lobs it through. Here's Brian and Love. He's onside now. But good defensive work there by Sean Ralstone. Able to nick the ball away and play it back to the goalkeeper. But United are pressing their opponents now. Prinzel hits the back of Glasgow's head. Here's Gilbert. United still with 2 options on the bench if they're needed.
Hey, come on, Ian!
Come on, boys, dig in! Dig in!
Crossing opportunity from the right-hand side. Here come United.
Here come United! Manchester!
It's put into the penalty area. It'll fall to Gilbert at the far post. Can he whip this one back in? It's Kevin Thornton on the edge of the area. Townsend whips it back in. Blocked at the near post. It's back to Townsend. Here's Kevin Thornton looking to whip this one in. Thornton strikes! Blocked well. And United still with the opportunity. O'Grady puts it through. What a chance now, Coventry United! Has it gone through now? It's gone out for a goal kick, I believe. It has gone out for a goal kick. As Ben Bassler going into the penalty area, United are giving it all they've got now. Will it be enough to snatch the points away?
We are careful pie, and we like Christmas pudding. Watch out, watch out, watch out! The Heanor boys have got it!
Cox nods it forward. Offside against Brian and Love. Well, still 6 minutes of play remaining, and there will be a fair bit of injury time as well. So with the injury time, you've got to say about 9 minutes to go. There's 6 minutes of normal time remaining at the town ground. It's 1-1. Both sides pressing hard for the winner. Naylor. Brian, can he turn? No, he can't. Blocked well by Rob Prinzel. United screaming away from the penalty area. Option on the right-hand side. It's found Josh O'Grady on Love and Townsend forward. Glasgow making his way up there as well. It's still Josh O'Grady trying to cut into the penalty area. O'Grady lays it off. Kevin Thornton. Will he strike one? Thornton puts it in the penalty area. Tommy Glasgow. Now Brian and Love. Oh, it's just nicked away, but still alive with O'Grady still going. Josh O'Grady strikes, and it's blocked with the head of Ralstone. Will Townsend keep it in? No, he will not. It's a corner kick, Coventry United. And one of the Heanor lads is down in the penalty area, wasting a little bit of time. He's holding his head. Physio's getting ready, I believe. But this has been one of the best games of the season. I've got to say, the opening half an hour, there was hardly any action. But since O'Grady's opening goal, it's been non-stop. And now Josh O'Grady to take it on the left-hand side. It's taken short. Thornton. Here's Gilbert. Will he strike? Yes, he will. Over the crossbar. Well, if that was rugby, it would be 3 points. But sadly, we're playing football. And there will be a change now for Heanor Town, and coming off it is Jay Cooper. And coming on to the pitch is going to be number 14, Dominic Wilson. So Dominic Wilson comes on for Jay Cooper for the last 5 minutes. McCormack takes the goal kick onto the head of Chris Cox. Gilbert tries to bring it away, fails to do so. Brown lobs it forward. De Brewer picks it up on the right-hand side, will just keep it in. Hudson's with him, can he take it away? De Brewer doing well to hold off the challenge. Naylor, the goal scorer. On the edge of the area, Brown is nicked away, and here come United. Simeon Townsend, 4 men on 3. Thornton. He's got O'Grady on the right-hand side. We can find him still going though. Kevin Thornton. Heanor have got men back now, but it's put into the area. Brian and Love. Oh, just gathered by the goalkeeper. Was that the moment? Brian and Love just couldn't get away from the goalkeeper. And Joe McCormack just keeps his side level. De Brewer heads it forward, looking for Matthew Bryan. Good pressure from behind. And free kick Coventry United. Foul on Chris Cox. 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Cox puts it forward. Conway brings it back for Heanor, but Townsend nods it forward, only as far as Ralstone. Out for a throw to Coventry United, time running out. Heanor seem more content to settle for the point than United do at the moment. O'Grady. Forced down, free kick United. On the right hand side. They're not pushing everyone forward, 4 men staying back.
Oh, this after a point on you then. Oh no, 2 more going forward.
Thornton and O'Grady standing over it. United press 2 men forward as Valence comes back. Gilbert, Hudson and Valence, the only men inside United's half. Thornton's free kick into the penalty area, headed away. And now here comes Hall. Can Heanor start an attack of their own? Wilson. Long ball drifts out of play on the left hand side, throwing United. Time running out, 2 minutes to go.
Can we have a commentator on that?
O'Grady striding through the centre of the pitch, still going. Josh O'Grady, he's still going. And it's played back to his goalkeeper by the Heanor defender. I believe it was Brown who got it back to McCormack. McCormack fires it forward. De Bruyne nods it on. No one waiting. And Chris Cox will let that one drift back to the gloves of Joe Connor. Connor fires it up. Townsend looking to get on the receiving end. Townsend does get there. Push from behind. No foul given. Marriott keeps it away from Thornton. Here's Alex Brown. Townsend behind. Takes him out. And that falls perfectly into the hands of Heanor. Gives a free kick on the halfway line. And the referee wants to have a word with Simeon Townsend. I don't think it will be a booking at this late stage, but precious seconds are ticking away for Coventry United with just 1 minute of play remaining. Townsend doesn't receive the booking, but Heanor, with surely the last chance of normal time, a couple of minutes of injury time to play. Marriott fires it into the penalty area. Who's going to get their hand in it first? It's headed towards goal, and it's in! It's in! Heanor Town won it! Heanor has grabbed it! And it's Matthew Bryan! Matthew Bryan's won it for Heanor! The substitutes won it! The header into the bottom corner! Matthew Bryan steals the win and breaks Coventry United hearts! Heanor Town 2! Coventry United 1! Heartbreak for United! Their fans are gobsmacked, but the Heanor fans are jubilant. They got the 3 points right at the death. Matthew Bryan, the hero. The boys from Ontario, the free kick into the box by Greg Marriott. Bryan leaped for it, got his head onto it. Connor thought it was going wide, but it was heading into the bottom corner, and Coventry United will not be taking 3 points. They won't be taking 1 point unless they can get something fast. Here's Gilbert towards the foul post. It's kept in by O'Grady. Ball put in, and Love saved of the line! Ryan and Love with a whole goal to aim at, but he finds the chest of Joe McCormack. Well, it's moments like that that indicate it's just not your day. Point blank range, the whole goal to aim at, and Love just couldn't find it. Connor now for Coventry United in goal. It's 2-1 to Heanor Town. It's head back to the goalkeeper by Ralstone, but he won't keep it in. It's a corner. Coventry United with one last chance. A great take on the right hand side. United still keeping men back. Is this the final attack? The box crowded with red shirts. It's put in and it's headed out by Cox. Goal kick. Heanor are going to take their sweet time about this one. They've got all the time in the world. And you can hear the Heanor fans behind us jubilant. They think they've got the 3 points. And right now, it looks like they are very much right. United having taken the lead on the half-hour mark. Look like they're going to leave the town ground empty-handed. O'Grady, good challenge by Wilson. O'Grady taken out, no foul given. Here's Hall, long ball forward. Play back to the goalkeeper by Chris Cox. Connor fires it away. Looking for Townsend. It's found Sidney Townsend in the centre circle. Kevin Thornton. Hudson making the run the left hand side. Thornton taken out. Play on Glasgow. Now O'Grady on the right hand side. Valance wants it. Still going Josh O'Grady. Can he get the cross in? O'Grady strikes. Brilliant save. And it's over the crossbar, and it will be a corner kick. McCormack's kicked his side in this with 2 fantastic saves in the last couple of minutes. United are giving everything they've got and more. Everything with the kitchen sink is going at McCormack. Valance. O'Grady into the box. O'Grady over the crossbar, and that will do it. That will do it.
And we like Christmas pudding. Watch out, watch out, watch out. The boys are coming.
Last Chance Saloon is closed for the evening. And that should be that. As Joe McCormack gets set to take this goal kick.
2 minutes in their faces. Come on.
Fired away. Cox nods it forward, and Love trying to get on the end of this one. It's put out for a throw by Greg Marriott. Well, we're going to name our Coventry United match day man of the match next time the ball goes out of play. We were supposed to name it 10 minutes ago, but the excitement has been that big. We just haven't had time. Glasgow forced away from the box. Here's Gilbert onto the right. Valance, O'Grady with him, poor control by Valance, but he's found Josh O'Grady. Can he whip in the cross? O'Grady, still going, Josh O'Grady, still going, he's taken out, and the Heanor lads have cleared it. Joe Connor now with the ball at the back. Rob Prinzel, you know, will have to play from defence. Trying to find Townsend, and that will go out for, well, we kept in fact, by McCormack. He takes all the time in the world to pick it up. Well, it does end 2-1. You've got to say it's a deserved win for Heanor. They pushed and pushed and pushed. They've scratched and clawed. They've dug. They've battered the United goal for up to an hour. They've got their reward. United could have no complaints if they do end up losing this, because Heanor have been incredible going forward. If anything, they should be asking why it wasn't more than 2. Throw in on the right hand side. The fans want the final whistle now. Valance. O'Grady surrounded by white shirts in the right hand corner, but he's still going. O'Grady puts it in and headed away by Whitmore, and it will be another throw in. The referee's letting United have another opportunity. He's got the whistle in hand. This should be the last move. All Heanor have got to do is get the ball back and hoof it away. That's all they've got to do. It's put in towards Unlove, and it's headed out again by Whitmore. It will be another throw in for United. And this time they're going for the long option. Hoofs it in towards Townsend. Townsend nods it. Caught by McCormack. And McCormack will hold this one as much as he can. And the referee blows the final whistle. Heanor Town has got it. Heanor Town have won it. Come in, mate. A deserved win for the home side. 60 minutes of pure, unadulterated attacking threat from Heanor. United gave their best, but it simply wasn't enough. Heanor Town 2, Coventry United 1. And the Red and Green Army can't believe it. And they're taking the lead on the half-hour mark through Josh O'Grady. First Naylor, and then Brian turning on his head. Final score at the town ground, Heanor Town 2, Coventry United 1. And the Red and Green Army will leave Derbyshire gobsmacked and heartbroken. Well, let me catch my breath after that. An enthralling fixture. Absolutely incredible last few minutes. Well, in fact, ever since the half-hour mark when O'Grady got that goal, you haven't been able to take your eye off this game. An absolutely incredible spectacle at the Town Ground. Congratulations, of course, to Heanor Town, because commiserations to Coventry United. They gave their blood, sweat, tears, and even more for that victory. And then for the point, it just didn't come. We are going to name our man of the match now here on Coventry United Match Day. We were supposed to name it in the 80th minute, but the action's just been non-stop. We haven't had time to name a man of the match. Well, we are going to give it to, I'm going to give it to Joe Naylor, the number 8, Joe Naylor, scoring the first goal for Heanor Town. A fantastic display in the midfield for the number 8. So Joe Naylor is our man of the match today on Coventry United Match Day. Well, let's take you now through the final scores around the ground, and it's not looking great for Coventry City either. They are still 1-0 down at home to Scunthorpe. Well, here are the latest scores. A lot of games kicked off late because of the minute silence for Remembrance Day. Swindon Town 3, Charlton 0. It's a final score. Bradford 4, Rochdale 0. Bury 1, Southend 4. Coventry 0, Scunthorpe 1. Gillingham 2, Northampton 1. Millwall 4, Bristol Rovers 0. MK Dons 1, Walsall 1. Oldham 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. Port Vale 2, Fleetwood 1. And Shrewsbury 1, Oxford 0. And in League 2, Newport 2, Carlisle 0. It's a final score. Blackpool 4, Notts County 0. Colchester 0, Leyton Orient 3. Crawley 1, Cambridge 3. Crewe 1, Plymouth 2. Exeter 1, Doncaster 3. Grimsby 2, Barnet 2. Hartlepool 2, Cheltenham 0. Luton 1, Accrington Stanley 0. Portsmouth 3, Mansfield 0. Stevenage 2, Yeovil 1. And Wickham 2, Morecambe 0. Well, what a game. What an incredible game here at the Town Ground. Not the result that many Coventry United fans would have wanted, but we've seen a cracking game of football here in Derbyshire. The fans have done their teams proud, both of them. Both sets of fans, the home fans of Heanor, the away fans of Coventry United, both loud, proud, backing their boys all the way. So a big hand to every single fan who's come to the ground today. They have been incredible. So have the players, but ultimately it's Heanor who take the win and take the points. We hope you can join us once again on Tuesday night as Coventry United host Tipdale at Sphinx Drive. Until then, from me, Liam Cook, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, stay safe and stay sporty. Thank you and good night. We'll see you on Tuesday.